To start off our look, I'm going to prep my skin with the MAC Prep and Prime. I'm going to just prep my skin for the foundation to come, and this is going to ensure that my makeup or my foundation stays in place all day and stays fresh. So back then they had really porcelain doll-like skin. It was absolutely perfect and beautiful. So I'm grabbing a foundation that's going to be medium to full coverage and give me just a really doll-like porcelain perfected skin look. So now I'm going to grab my beauty blender and I'm going to use bouncing motions to blend that out. You don't want to use rubbing motions because that will give you the streaky look of your foundation, and we want to look as airbrushed as possible. Next, I'm taking a concealer and I'm going to conceal under my eyes to really cover up those dark purple and blue tones. So I'm just going to cover those up and make sure I really have highlighted eyes just to give a more of a doll-like skin effect. Highlight down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, the side of my lips, and the chin, and I'm going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. Now I'm going to set my foundation and concealer with the MAC Prep and Prime. This is just going to set my makeup and make sure that the concealer and foundation stays in place all day. Now I'm going to contour. They had really beautiful defined cheekbones back then, so I'm grabbing the bronzer to contour my cheekbones and to give dimension to my face. And this bronzer smells so good, I must say. So I'm grabbing a contour brush and I'm going to define my cheekbones, again giving dimension to my face and making my cheekbones pop. Like I said, they had beautiful cheekbones back then, so we got to recreate those. And really make sure you blend out your contour. You really want it to make soft and natural. Back then, they didn't do full-on highlights, so I'm going with something really natural, elegant, and just very neutral, like I said. So I'm just going to sweep this highlighter across on my cheekbones to really just give like a natural glow to my skin, just kind of giving that doll-like effect, and this is going to help with that. So something really natural. I'm going also to pop this on the edge of my nose and the bridge to give a highlight. Now they really had beautiful flushed pink cheeks, and I really want to create that as well, so I'm just grabbing a blush that's going to give me that doll-like, just beautiful blushed cheeks, just very flushed and natural. So I'm just blending that out on my cheeks and just popping that on the apples of my cheeks specifically and blending it out. So they really had sculpted brows back then, so I'm just going to comb out my brows, make sure they're tame, and then I'm going to grab the pencil and kind of sculpt out my brows and start establishing a really defined shape and just filling them in slightly. So we're just creating sculpted brows. We really want to define them. Now I'm grabbing a tinted brow gel, and this is going to define my brows even more. I'm just combing this through. The brow gel is also going to set my brows in place all day, so that's a plus too. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I get to define my brows, and they're going to be set in place all day, so this is going to define my brows a little more and give them more color. Now it's time for the eyes, and we got to prime our eyes. So I got an Urban Decay primer potion, blended that out on my lids to make sure my eyeshadow stays in place all day and doesn't crease, so I blended that out with my fingers. Now I'm grabbing a MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and this is going to be used as an eyeshadow base to make sure that all of the imperfections on my eyelids are covered and that it gives a solid look and just an overall coverage on my eyelids. With a fluffy crease brush, I'm going to grab a white matte shade and I'm going to set my eyelid primer, so this eyelid primer will stay in place all day. Plus, when we start blending eyeshadows, we won't be blending on a creamy base but a powdery base, which will actually help the blending process. So back then they had beautifully sculpted creases, really defined. So we're going to be working with very neutral tones, browns, that kind of shade range over there. So I'm going to grab a fluffy crease brush and a light camelish type of brown. This is a matte shade and a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to start working this into my crease, really blending it. I did work or build it up just a little bit, but kind of making sure that it stays as a transition shade and really define my crease. So this is just a step that we're taking to get to that defined crease look. So next I'm taking a medium brown. This is a matte brown as well, and I'm also going to grab my fluffy crease brush and apply this in my crease, really make sure that I blend it out. But this is going to define the crease a little bit more, and yeah, it's a very beautiful brown. Now I'm taking a Japanesque cut crease brush, and I'm going to grab that light brown and the medium brown, and I'm using this brush to kind of blend out those crease colors, really make sure it looks just blended. So I'm using those two colors with that brush. And then I'm getting the darker brown, and I'm kind of reapplying that in my crease to really blend it out, and then getting the white matte shade to pop on as a brow bone highlight. Make sure we maintain a good brow bone highlight. So I'm just applying that with a fluffy crease brush. Now I'm grabbing a dark matte brown, very beautiful brown, and I'm applying this kind of in my outer crease, but slowly blending it into my crease. Then I'm getting a fluffy crease brush again, and I'm just going to blend these colors together. Now I'm grabbing a matte white shade and popping that on my lid so we can get a really highlighted eyelid. They really had bright, beautiful eyes and like a pop of shimmer usually. So now I'm going to grab a white shimmery color, anyone will do, and pop that on my eyelids to just really make my eyes pop and give it a very opened effect. So now it's time for eyeliner. You can use a liquid, I don't know, a clay one or whatever, but I usually start in the middle of my eyes and work it into the inner, and then I'll go out. I wanted to do a small wing because, as you know, back then, wing was the thing. Wing liner was the thing. So I had a little bit of trouble with this. I ended up switching to a liquid liner. This was more of a clay liner, so I did end up switching, but I did regular liner and as I would, but then I kind of flicked it out and created a wing. Now it's time for lashes. They had beautiful long lashes, so I'm getting the Ardell Natural lashes. I absolutely love these, and I put these on. I'm going to curl my lashes with the falsies on, and so they can look blended and really well together. Then I'm going to apply just a few coats of mascara, nothing much, just to give it a more blended, so that my lashes and the falsies will blend together. And then I put a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line for a little bit more of drama. So now it's time for the classic red lip. I use a red matte lip cream. I just prop this on my lips. You know, red lips were the thing back then. They're absolutely beautiful, and it's such a classic look. I love this. So I just pop this on my lips, and it really pulls the whole look together with the wing liner. It's just a beautiful color. I love red lips. So that was the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoy. I had so much fun filming this for you guys. I love filming these type of looks. They're just so much fun, and it's so nice to go back to a earlier time and recreate looks that they did back then, because it's so nice and it's just such a classic look. So I really had fun filming this. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm at justwingit_, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment down below any video suggestions you may have. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye.